Can we have some team news, please? John Terry in particular, is he fit enough to start for you this weekend?
No, he's with the physio, but it's also training. He's not fit to start this weekend. We'll see how it will go on Wednesday. He's not with the group yet. Pedro, same. Pedro didn't practice with the group still. He is in treatment, but also running and exercising on the pitch.
Will you put John on the bench, maybe with a view to trying to get him some minutes if the game allows it on Saturday?
I don't think so, because then we have to have, with this kind of injury, we have to have a rather intense training before. It's too much of a risk when he's, if so, on the bench.
So he's got to prove his fitness Monday, Tuesday, really, for you?
I think so, yeah.
And any others beyond Pedro and John?
Pedro the same. Zuma, is practicing every day with the physios here. And that's it.
How much will the PSG game play on your mind in terms of selection for this weekend? Could you play your strongest 11 Saturday and Wednesday?
Oh well, we did in the previous games also some changes with the youngsters, which is okay. Of course, we have in mind the upcoming 2 games on Wednesday and Saturday. But I think we take all Premier League games very serious, and we will have the same approach on this as well. We are not in a situation, and we will not allow ourselves to make this, let's say, a pre-game for Wednesday game. I think it's not serious. It's not good for the team as well. They must go and stay in the dynamic of the last weeks.
So I think you'd probably be forgiven for prioritising the cups, because winning either the FA Cup or the Champions League would make it a very good season. But you'd think that would maybe set the wrong mindset for the players, do you?
Once more, I think if you put your focus too far away, although it's just 4 days and 7 days, it's not good. We did before Norwich, we did before Southampton, then we were more or less already in a safe zone of the league after this from position, what is it, 17 to position 10 or 12, then you're rather secure. Then we didn't aim at that moment before Southampton nor Norwich to aim just on FA or Champions.
Is the top 4 back in your sights now? I know a few weeks ago the average points per game was so high that it probably looked like you wouldn't be able to get it.
Yeah, I miss my...
You're the mathematician amongst us.
Yeah, I miss the mathematician.
But is it back in your sights now?
Well, if it's what I said then, if it's possible, yeah.
It just seems everyone in the top 4 is dropping points. I wondered if you felt the landscape had changed a bit for you.
But then also others are knocking on the door, like West Ham, with a lot of respect, is doing. There are more candidates for this 4th position than the teams who are losing recently.
Stoke, are they in the hunt?
They are close as well. So even more needed from our side a serious approach.
I wondered if you thought that getting into the top 4, because it does seem like it's an option or a possibility for the club this season now. Would that be maybe even a better achievement than what you did in your first spell, if you could climb up into the top 4?
Yeah, but then we go far ahead now. But yeah, considering and looking at that time, looking backwards, it might be a bigger achievement. Yeah.
It was reported this week that the players have been told by Roman Abramovich that Antonio Conte was coming in the summer, and obviously they've responded well to that with what's happening on the pitch. Did that happen? To your knowledge, was that true?
To my knowledge, I don't know, but I don't think so.
You don't think they've been told that? You haven't seen any of that going on around the training ground?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you have a view on this meeting between some of the top clubs about potentially restructuring Champions League and breaking leagues?
I heard a bit. I heard not detailed, but I think it's more a brainstorm session of the elite clubs about this. But in general, I'm not in the details, but I think we must always be careful to go into exclusivity when teams like this year, surprisingly, Leicester is mixing in. They have the full right to be recognized where they are now, and also a good contester for next Champions League year.
But Leicester, they look like winning the league. Tottenham are pushing them for it as well. You've mentioned West Ham as a contender for the top four, and Stoke. Is it a case that all the big clubs are a little bit spooked by the little ones coming up and taking their spot in the top four, and they want to save their own league?
I hope so. Why not? That's the real sport. I think we must not forget that what's it all about in sports is even the, let's say, lesser clubs, with all respect, knocking on the door. That's what's it all about. That's even in your own group of people where you work with. When a young players, for instance, unexpected players knocking on the door, give them the opportunity, or they must make it happen. And it's also, that's my personal opinion, if clubs like you mentioning, knocking on the door, yeah, this is good for the league.
Sounds like you value pretty highly the qualities and the attributes of promotion and relegation, which is a big tradition in football.
Yeah.
Which would be lost if this breakaway happened.
Yeah, you must be careful to have always in mind what it's about in football. And I understand in nowadays football there's a lot of things going on on the commercial side, on the marketing side, on television side. Okay, we need it, and it's okay, but never forget what's what's going about in football.
So it's important then that football doesn't become like an exclusive private members club where, you know, only certain people can get in. You like the fact that
I don't know if this I don't know in detail what has been discussed, of course, but I think football is of all.
Thank you.
I'll just add to that, if I can, that there was a meeting of the 5 clubs, as was reported, but the meeting was about primarily the ICC or pre-season tours moving forward. The group did discuss European football, but I think that's only natural considering the group that met and the makeup of the group. But a European Super League or breakaway league was not discussed. John.
Guus, what's been the secret behind this run of form that's taking you to, as you said, giving you a chance of finishing top 4, top 6?
Well, I think first of all the players responded rather well when I came in and I said the question to everyone: what was your contribution in the year of the championship? What was your contribution in the last half year? Don't give me an answer now. Don't give me an answer by word, but give me an answer in training and in the upcoming games. And I think they responded. They took their responsibility, and we started to get, and that's also important, to get some results with draws and later on with victories. And I think the players responded. That's important on the demands, requirements we did.
If this run continues, it's only natural, isn't it? There is going to be a clamour for you to get the job, surely.
I don't quite understand what.
You get the job full time.
Yeah.
If this run continues, it's only be natural. The fans maybe would like you to stay.
I will be every now and then on Stamford Bridge or on Cobham as a tourist.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out why, because you've done a great job. Why you're not being considered for the job, or do you not want the job? I don't know.
No, I said I'm here for a short period. That's how we started, and I think the club has to go also in a new. Maybe transition is a too big word, but they have to go into a new era where it's not on short spells. And I think now you have to go into a new. I don't like the words project, but in a new era of Chelsea, which is not. I think it's more than 1 or 2 years.
John Terry said last night that clubs would be queuing up to give you a job. Have you had any?
I haven't had any calls. I will later on talk to John.
You hinted the other day that Diego Costa might need a bit of a break, that he might not play both games this week. Is Will he play tomorrow?
Well, it's difficult to put a break on him. It's difficult to put a break on him. Maybe during the game that he will not have full game, because of course we monitor them also with the data of the medical and the physiologists, and I can make some conclusion, which is in perfect physical shape. But also we must be careful not to give him an overload in games. But he is difficult. He's difficult to stop. He wants to play every game. But I must be careful with that.
So tomorrow.
Tomorrow he will start.
He will start tomorrow.
That's the only one I said he will start.
Sorry?
Who am I to stop this man? Yeah.
Use your judo. have you ever sort of talked to? Have you ever tried to convince Diego that you're going to rest him?
No, but of course we are living in an emotional world. But sometimes you can be rational as well. He must. I talk with him about his physical state, which is superb. But also there's always a danger of going over. And if I share the figures with him, then yeah, he can be rational as well in this. So we must let him go, but sometimes I have to put on the leash.
Playing like he is right now, do you think he's found his form? Diego.
Yeah.
Do you think he's found his form at the perfect time in terms of now the trophies are up for grabs?
Yeah, big clubs, they know that. That you must have a good season, a regular season, and then in March, April, then everyone is queuing up for the end of April, May. Then there is the rewards, the prizes to. So you have to be there in top as a team, though personal as well, as a player. And March and April are a very crucial months.
Given John hasn't played for a few weeks, has he really got a genuine chance to play against PSG?
It depends on how he is in a good training, if possible, on late Monday.
Is he knocking on your door on a daily basis saying, I'm ready to go, just give me a chance?
Yeah, no, but he's also, because he's a little bit restless in an injury time. Every player who has a big ambition is always a little bit restless when he is injured. He doesn't like. Some players, they like to rest a bit and take their time. But I will not take any risks with him.
Is that training game still going ahead?
That's a little bit made too big, but it might be just 6-a-side, 5-a-side.
Is that happening sort of today?
There will be no official refereeing, no nothing. So that's not today. If so, then we do that on Monday, Tuesday.
And last sort of question on Willian. Obviously, there's a lot of big performers in the Premier League this season. Would you say, even though Chelsea struggled, that Willian is regarded as one of the best players in the Premier League this season, given that he's playing consistently well?
Yeah, he's playing consistently well. Also physically, he's in a great shape, and he recovers very well after the intensity of a game. He recovers very well, and every now and then, even him, you have to say, "Hey, Will, I rest you one game," as we did partly in Norwich. But he likes to play, likes to train every day, and it's nice to see him. It's also for the eye beautiful. In my eye, I don't know how you experience it, but to see him playing, that's very nice to see. And it's not enough for this club or for big clubs to see him playing in a nice way, but also to give efficiency, which he's doing.
Will you make your Premier League Team of the Year? Not saying Player of the Year, but will you make your Premier League Team of the Year?
Yeah.